the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation and the Sophie and Henry de Bruyn Legacy Foundation held an event to pay homage to the 1956 Women's March leaders. They visited the gravesites of Helen Joseph and Lilian Ngoyi, Rahima Moosa, and that of Albertina Sisulu. The proceedings included reflections on the state of democracy, the plight of whistleblowers, and current issues that inform women's struggles in South Africa and the world. The organization also launched a petition called #Justice for Babita. But here's to get more understanding of this. We're now joined by the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation board member, Ms. Phumla Williams. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. As we celebrate Women's Day, we celebrated amongst a lot of challenges the country is still facing, particularly as far as women and young girls are concerned. I mean, the president just a few minutes ago was speaking about imploring government to promulgate laws that are biased towards women. Do you think something like that will help? Is that what we need currently in this country for us to actually start seeing the scourge of GBV, for one, end?
Thank you very much, and thanks. Good afternoon to the viewers. Yes, you're correct. On Sunday, together with the Sophie and Henry Legacy Foundation, we took young people to go and pay homage to the heroines of South African women that were in 1956, who stood up across color lines to go and say, the past laws will not be acceptable to the women in South Africa. But I think we felt that it is an important part of history that young people, especially as we face the challenges that we face today, are not even challenges that were faced by those women, but it was important that young people should understand that they have a responsibility to change their circumstances and to make sure that they carry the baton of the yesteryear women to make sure that the kind of South Africa that we want, a non-racial society, is achieved even in their lifetime, not necessarily even after their generation afterwards. So yes, we also used the event to put a spotlight to the whistleblowers, because as we will appreciate that it's almost 2 years on the 23rd that Babita was killed for doing the right thing. And I think we felt that this Women's Month, we need to elevate the issues of anti-corruption, that Babita lost her life for doing the right thing. And I think all of us, we know what corruption does to the service delivery of our people. So we felt we wanted to use the event also to elevate the issues that continue to be faced by young women in South Africa, young people, and also for those who also stood up against corruption, because they did appreciate that corruption robs the country the benefits of service delivery.
In as far as the plight for whistleblowers is concerned, because you have launched a petition, #Justice for Babita, what needs to be done in this country? Because we keep on hearing whistleblowers coming out to say they are not getting the level of support from government, especially when it comes to women. We have women who are being threatened by so-called marksmen, and yet the police, as well as government, are not taking the kind of urgent stance that you would, want them to take. So just talk to us about this petition and also what needs to be done in as far as whistleblowers are concerned in this country.
To start with, I think our view is that there has to be consequences for those who stop people from doing the right thing. And I think this campaign is trying to put pressure on government that it cannot be correct that 2 years down the line, nothing has been done to bring those who perpetrators of that crime on Babita to justice, because it just cannot be acceptable. And I think the petition is trying to rally all South Africans to rally against the government that drags its feet when they have a case, an investigation that has been completed by the SIU. It has named people that should be brought to book. And in fact, it's only after the campaign, the signature campaign came out, that we also read a statement where the Gauteng government has suspended. But to be honest is that Babita was killed almost 2 years ago. It's only this month that the Gauteng government issued a statement that some of those who were implicated in the SIU report have been suspended. One wonders, why did it take so long for them to be suspended and also for the case to move forward for those who have been arrested?
It's been 67 years since we saw, since that iconic march happened, where 20,000 women dared to march to the union buildings, and how, when you read the story, how they did it, in groups so that they are not seen to be, demonstrating. One of the things that they said there was that they're not only doing this for themselves, but they're also doing this for their families, because women are breadwinners. When you look at just some of the things that are happening around us in this country, take the taxi strike as an example. Most of the people that are affected are women who are breadwinners, who have to take care of their families. What do you think needs to change, especially in society, when it comes to, issues like protests, where women, once again, and poor people are disadvantaged?
One of the things that we tend to elevate in the August month is that we are celebrating. The truth of the matter, some of the issues that you are raising, they just drive the point home that there is still a lot to be done, because the constitution of this country provides for safety for all of us. But I think the reality is that the South African women still are facing the challenges of criminality. Crime affects them the most. Poverty, they are the bearers of the ships of poverty. So there has to be that kind of advocacy, because it cannot be uhuru when it comes to the plight of women. The same issues that they may be different now, but I think the struggle for the freedom of women and equal treatment of women is still far from being achieved. And that is why it has to be a fight that we carry not only in August, but it is a fight that we should take forward on a daily basis, because I don't think I'm at the point of saying that we will achieve these freedoms if we don't continue to put pressure as women ourselves, because we unfortunately have a South Africa that still largely is patriarchal, and we cannot then expect that these things will happen without a fight. We have to continue raising our voices. We have to continue putting our issues on the table until they get heard. And those that are in the boardroom, they've got to appreciate that South African women are human beings. They are people that are expected to find that freedom that all of us want to achieve. They have to achieve that safety that all of us are fighting for.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. That was Phumla Williams. Of course, she is the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation board member.